Welcome back. Today, we're going to be upgrading the dash speakers in my 2020 Jeep Gladiator Rubicon. We'll get into what we need here and what I have. A couple little pry tools here just to get the speaker grill up in the front dash. Went ahead and ordered all this stuff from Crutchfield. Got some nice Kenwood KFC X3Cs. Looks they're made to go in Toyota, Dodge, and Chrysler vehicles. These are supposed to be a direct replacement for the ones that's on the dash. Got a little tweeter here and a good mid-range. Something that I have noticed is that when you're on your car phone or something like that, it all comes through the driver's side front speaker that is up on the dash. And it's not loud enough and it's not clear enough. There's really no highs in the system. It's all mid-bass and bass with the subwoofer. I do have the upgraded Alpine stereo in this Jeep Gladiator. So these should make it real easy. Looks like we already have wire ends here made on for the positive, negative, and they plug right into the factory system and they're all ready to go. So this should be pretty easy. So here in the Jeep, I guess I should have also mentioned that you're gonna need a small stubby Phillips head to get the speaker out. But what we'll do is get up underneath this, just kind of pry. These things come out pretty easy. I've heard people talk about how unforgiving the clips are. I mean, that can be true, but most of the time these things come out fairly easily. It's just the back one that gives you a little bit of trouble. Push it back and forth. These are the clips that they're talking about. All of mine stayed intact, and that's gonna be our little speaker here. So like you can see, it's Phillips head. So I got my little stubby Phillips here. Get those out. And we'll get the speaker out of here. Use a little bit of my pry tool here. Yeah. That is awfully small. So how you get these out is it's just clipped in. You got this little white clip here, just push it in and you'll be able to pull the plug out of the speaker there. I'm working with one hand, so I'm gonna go ahead and pause the recording and get this out. Here on the bench, this one is a little different than what I had been seeing in other people's videos. This is the upgraded Alpine system. There's no capacitor on this. The magnet looks like it's smaller than in the base systems. It's got a little silver dome there on top of the mid base. We'll go ahead and flip that over. Took these out of the packaging. I assume since they come from Metra with these ends already made onto it, that they are the proper polarity. Pop open the box here with these Kenwoods. As you can see, it's a 50 watt RMS. I think they're 100 or 150 max. I'll get all this paperwork out of here. Paperwork's for two different series of the speakers. It talks about the capacitor and stuff. I know with my system that I don't need to use that, so we'll just wire it straight in. So here's the comparison between the two. The factory one, of course, this right here is the Kenwood. You can tell the magnet is a whole lot bigger. The cone itself and the body is bigger. This one comes with a little small capacitor made on, but you also get this very large one here that's connected to the speaker. We don't need that. We're just going to be connecting these up straight, considering there was already a 3.5 in there. So the factory ones, from what I was told, are 8 ohm, and these right here are 4 ohm. So these should already be a little louder. They'll handle more power than what the factory one would, so I'm not worried about the less ohmage blowing out the speaker. This is an upgrade that many people have done. Again, these are already kind of pre-made on when you order the kit straight from Crutchfield. These come out of the packaging just like this, so I'm gonna assume that they did their research and they have the polarities correct on this. So all we gotta do is plug these in, plug this into the factory system, and we'll set this new speaker down in there. I almost forgot to mention, the packaging is gonna come with this foam. This is a 2-part piece of foam, and you're gonna wanna place it around the outside of the new speaker, just like this. Let me do that, show you what it looks like. So this is what I've done with the foam. Just kind of emulated what they have here with the factory pieces. So let's go get them in. All right, so there's a positive, negative here. There's a small one and a big one. So with this kit from Crutchfield and Metra, all you have to do is go ahead and plug these in. Then you plug in your factory connection. And this right here is what it looks like. It's just kind of open dash. Not much you can do there. I guess you could try to put some polyfill or something shoved down in there if you wanted to, but I'm not gonna do that. There it is installed. Couldn't be easier, guys. Now I'm gonna work on this side over here. I'm not gonna go show the whole process. Basically the same thing over there. We'll just take a look at it when it's completed. So this is the passenger side installed, driver side installed. Now all we have to do is check operation. And it'd be nice if I had the key. Let's try this again.
Diamonds Direct has revolutionized jewelry shopping by eliminating markups and giving you direct access to the world's finest diamonds straight from the diamond.
All right, we won't play too much radio because I don't want some song to come on and get some kind of copyright strike. So should be fine for a local commercial. So these speaker grills here, so much in the same fashion they came off. That's how they go back on. Push them back down in there. And all we gotta do is clean our greasy, nasty handprints off of the windshield and we'll be done. So that's a nice clean install there. Couldn't be easier with that kit from Crutchfield.com and Metra. This right here again is the part number. That's for the front speaker harness. This right here are the speakers that I used. There are many different 3.5s out there. These right here were just advertised as a direct replacement. So I figured if I bought this and got those wiring pieces there as a kind of a kit, then I wouldn't run into any trouble. I don't want to burn up an amp on the radio or something like that. So these are a little different than what I've been seeing. They look a little more high quality. The magnet on the back is probably a little bigger than a quarter, pretty small. And there's no tweeter in here. The other ones, it was a full edge-to-edge design. And you saw them compared to each other. So I really appreciate you guys for watching the video. There's gonna be more stuff to come. I'm probably going to replace the ones in the upper sound bar that are 3.5. There's a 4-inch and a 3.5 back there. The system really seems like it's got good mid and low bass in it for a factory system in a Jeep, just missing some highs. So this ought to help me out quite a bit with that. And speaking of bass, this right here is the factory subwoofer that's with the Alpine amplified system. It's just up underneath the back passenger seat here in the Gladiator. Does a real good job, and you can probably see the grills here in this. There's a 4-inch kind of woofer, I guess, or mid-range bass there, and as well as another 3.5 that's identical to these. So I'll probably be replacing those with these right here. And that's kind of what I was talking about there. I've also got some other things on order. I'm gonna be dynamatting, putting sound deadening all over the interior of this Gladiator here, even in between where the windshield is up here. Just try to get some of the noise down, make it a little more quiet. Yeah, I know I got a Jeep, but hey, if I want to do some things to improve my Jeep, then it is what it is. I did see a write-up. I've got the Mopar headliner. If any of you guys know somebody that might want to buy this Mopar factory headliner, let me know. It's going to be for sale soon. I'm going to go ahead and get the headliner that covers all surfaces on the inside. I'm trying to think of the name of it. I'll probably pop it up somewhere around now so you can see the name of the company and all that makes it. But I'm very interested in it because it's a nice clean look. It's a little more in depth to get it installed, but I'm going to put sound deadening all over the inside panels here and then install that total coverage headliner. And it should quieten down the interior and reduce the heat quite a bit, especially with the sound deadened material. Add just a layer of insulation and thickness to this fiberglass shell. That should cut down the heat, you know, by itself, much less the headliner on top. So stay tuned for more videos. I appreciate all you guys watching. This is a new journey for me. I'm new to Jeeps. I'm new to off-roading and four-wheel drive stuff and truck stuff. So please give me a like, follow, share this. Especially share it if you think that someone could give me some pointers on some of this stuff or help with mods and stuff like that. Appreciate you guys.